So hello everybody, welcome back. I hope that this information is helpful somewhat. Um, Actually, I had to delete the video that I did first because it 4 times every time that it got to 40% uploaded into the this platform, then it got stuck, like literally for 13 to 14 hours straight. It didn't move, and I think is the reason is because of the topic that I was mentioning at around that time of the video. So I am guessing that the information that I was putting out was completely real, but at the same time uh, not something that it is supposed to be, I don't know, public or something like that. So, having said that, grab a lot of pen and paper, and you better, try to understand this topic very bad because it is going to be quite expensive and it's going to be quite limited in terms of basically anything, because I have mentioned before that fuel um, is like the blood in your body, meaning without fuel, nothing, and I do mean nothing, absolutely nothing that you do, nothing will work. Um, and so it's one of those things that it is one of the things that is scary. Um, Having said that, if you wanted to help me out, there are links for that down below, and I do hope that you get a chance to see the books that I have written in Gumroad, and if you want to see other ideas that I have, so that you can prepare better. Anyway, so number one, by the way, I had to change this thing because I also had it written down here very big, but now I put it different. So number one, fuel per se. I have seen a lot of people that put in their categories of prepping fuel, and I think you probably are doing it wrong. I have a video in which I'm explaining that fuel is not fuel. It's not one category. It's actually four or more if you want to. The reason for this is because each one of the three main fuels, as in diesel, gasoline, and propane, there are three different kinds of things. It's like you taking blood from a body and analyzing it. It's not the same. Not all the elements in blood are going to be, I don't know, blood. They are like, there will be some that there will be minerals and stuff, stuff that your body needs. And then there will be other things that are, like water and immune systems and other things. And then there is the actual blood, kind of thing. So there are three different things that you need to consider. The reason also why this one is different is because when you're dealing with diesel, is a sub level of hell. When you're dealing with gasoline, is another sub level of hell, and then propane is the third sub level of hell. And the reason why they will be sub levels of hell is because this topic, since it is something that connects everyone, and I do mean everyone, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you don't have, everybody will need these, these three things one way or another. And I can tell you right now that this one is quite valuable for trading, just as water. And in fact, when you are trading with this thing, you can expect to pay 1 liter of gasoline for 1 liter of water. This is how valuable it is, and that is if you are lucky, because most of the time you might have to trade half a liter of gasoline for 1 liter of water, depending upon which one is more available or more scarce. And it's bad, I can tell you right now. It's quite hard. So the fuel per se is going to be, like I said, propane, diesel, and gasoline. So we're going to focus on, the gasoline, because the propane thing, it's just another topic. Gasoline and diesel. Diesel is, obviously for certain types of vehicles, but mostly transportation, which means that, you finding it for your car, you might not need it because your car might run on gasoline. Unless you're talking about a motorhome and a trailer or something like that, which they can be both. They can be used by gasoline or diesel. Then that's why it is also going to be different. Because when you're dealing with public, it's not the same as you dealing with people that are in transportation business. That's why, when you're dealing with diesel, it's way harder to deal with this topic. Way, way, way harder. Because when you are dealing with the public, you can negotiate bribes, and there will be less restrictions, and there will be other kinds of things that are going to be involved, like stupidity and stuff like that, and it's going to be bad. But when you're dealing with diesel, you're dealing with mafias, entire mafias. It's not the same. It's not the same you trying to find, fight somebody who is the owner of the gas station or something like that, versus you fighting entire mafias. That will be kind of like how hard it is to find diesel. You will be fighting mafias, entire mobs kind of thing, kind of like El Padrino kind of movie things. And it's bad. So, having said that, like I said, it's different. Dealing with diesel, mafias. Dealing with the propane cylinders and transportation and maintenance and all kinds of other things. Oh my God, that one is like bad. That one has also more probability of fires and accidents. The propane one. And then the gasoline. In the gasoline, your worst enemy are going to be idiots and non-idiots, both. And it's going to be other humans. It's not going to be, as organized as the mafia things, but it's going to be kind of like that. So having said that, you might need to put 3 different teams or 3 different people in order for you to try to deal with these 3 things. And now the 4th type of fuel will be anything that you can use that is not necessarily like this, which means that, for example, finding firewood, or burning materials, or other stuff like biodiesel and other stuff that you might be able to come up with. So it's kind of, cool. Then we have the second point of this video, which was idiots and non-idiots. By the way, both parties are going to be right, and both parties are going to be both non-idiots and idiots, which makes this very, very, very difficult to understand. So you have one person, anyone, including yourself, who is going to be an idiot and a non-idiot at the same time, depending upon what side you are in. By the way, according to this definition, yeah, I'm the idiot one, quite frankly. It's going to be that bad. So number 1. So you have a situation in which diesel or gasoline, like I said, we're going to talk about mostly gasoline right now. Gasoline is being rationed. And so you are spending a lot of time in the lines. That means that, you might be spending 3 days up to a week, sometimes even more, to try to get the gasoline. Several things that will happen during this time. number one, like I said, it's going to be dangerous. I have a video about a special about making lines or standing in line for fuel. So you will be spending a lot of time in there, so you need to be prepared for that one. But then, there is the other part, which is the part about you trying to not spend the line again. So if it is your turn to buy the gasoline, then you are going to try to stock up so that you don't have to do this again. Because let's say that you need gasoline for 3 days and you just spend 1 day during the line. So you don't want to come back, the day after to come back to use the same gasoline. So what you do is you bring containers to the gas station so that you can fill them. I can tell you right now that if the rationing is starting, meaning you're in stage 1, you might not be, you might not have an issue with this topic. Meaning, people that are behind you are not going to, to I don't know, try to stab you or try to do something stupid against you because you are filling up your car and you're filling up the tanks. It's not going to be kind of like that, because people are going to have options. They are not going to say something like, okay, I have to stay here for another 14 weeks because that bastard in front of me have decided to fill up their tanks and stuff like that, which is going to be very bad. That will be stage 2. So in stage 1, you go there and you fill up your car and then you fill up your tanks. So here is what I have seen happen. People will not buy fuel canisters. There is no money for that. I'm sorry, but whenever there is a shortage in anything, that means that this item is going to be more expensive. So if you already had troubles with money and now buying fuel is costing you way more, then obviously you don't have spare money to get the proper containers. So you are not expecting people to actually show up in the gas station with gas canisters that are, fuel appropriate and things like that. So here is what will happen. People will fill up. I'm not joking. I swear to God, I wish I was. People will fill up ice chests, like, the ice chests that you go camping with, where you're supposed to put food and stuff like that. Yeah, people will use those. People will put, gasoline in that, and then they will put it, they will close it, and then they will put it in the back in their truck, and then they will go home. And during the night, of course, gasoline actually has, it is a gas and it's pressure, and at certain temperatures, it will kind of expand and stuff like that. So, yeah, we had one building here, which was at 2 in the morning. Everybody thought that there was an earthquake, but it turns out that a guy had 3 of those things in his car, and he was in the basement of a building, and at 2 in the morning the car blew up. Now, since it was in the basement, that car broke the bases for the building, and that means that at 2 a.m. whatever you grabbed in that building, people that were there, whatever they could get, they grabbed it, and then they went. And once you were out, you were not allowed to come back in because the building was unstable. And basically, that means that they did not know whether the building was going to, go sideways and actually, hit another building and stuff like that. And it was really, really freaking bad for everything. Not to mention, all the glass that were broken and everything, and the scare of everything, and then you being homeless at 2 in the morning because your freaking neighbor decided that he didn't want to make extra 2 days of lines or something. So he did that. So there will be other people that in the gas station that are so stupid that they use pour they take the hose from the distribution thing, and they will pour gasoline into the floor to clean it, and then they will brush it like if it was mopping, like if it was something that you can just clean the freaking floor with. And these are managers at gas stations. So I do not need to tell you what you can expect from regular employees if the managers and the supervisors are like that. Oh, there will be other people that will do not have ice chests or anything like that, and instead they will pour the gasoline into plastic bags. Oh yeah, plastic bags. And that's how they're going to get the freaking gasoline. So I am one of those people that are idiots, and they said that we need more regulation. So the non-idiots are going to be kind of like, we just need to tell people that they need to get containers and we can get all the gasoline that we want. That will be the non-idiots, saying we just need, you shouldn't limit the amount of gasoline that I can buy. Okay, the non-idiots are right. You shouldn't do that, because if I want to get 100 liters, I should get 100 liters. If I can pay it, then, and if I can pay 300 liters, then why not? All the non-idiots are right, except for the fact that everyone, you are thinking that you're right. It is something that is guaranteed because everybody else is doing their duty, as in everybody else is buying containers that are proper and stuff like that. That doesn't happen. And since that does not happen, then we have a problem, because the non-idiots are assuming that everybody else is a non-idiot. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you right now, everybody's an idiot. I don't care. We are idiots about anything. We are ignorant about a lot of things, and we're also idiots about everything. So there will be idiots that will be opposed to the idea, because idiots in this part will be the ones that says screw the rights. I'm sorry, screw your rights, screw whatever it is, screw it. Because if I am in an apartment at 2 a.m. with a kid, and I became homeless because somebody had the right to put gasoline into ice chests and then place them in a car and then blow up my building. And by the way, good luck with the insurance trying to fix that one for you or whatever, because I there will be a point in which I have told you in other videos about insurance. Insurance are not going to be able to keep up, and they are not going to be able to pay. And if you had insurance, yeah, like I said, it still is going to cost you a lot, because the insurance will not pay you for the scare, for the health damage, and for a lot of other things and stuff like that. So basically, your neighbor just costed you, let's say, $5,000. And that is if the insurance covers everything else. So if not, then that neighbor of yours just cost you $100,000 because he was lazy about making a line. And people will be like that. And then, so the idiots will be, screw your freaking rights. Put more regulations. And the regulation should be, put gasoline into the car, nothing else. I don't care if you bring the proper container. Don't. Because here's the deal. The proper container is something that you may have had, because there will be situations like this, in which the containers are the proper containers, but the containers are damaged. and you don't know. So they are leaking. So I have a question. Did you have your containers checked for leaks? Because that is a problem that we have with propane. Every time that you have a cylinder with propane, you don't have a way to check it. The company is supposed to check it, but do you think the company is doing it? No. So containers are broken. They are proper containers, but they are broken, they are damaged, they are defective, and nobody knows. So even if you have the proper container, that container might be leaking. And if it is leaking, then you're still going to create a freaking fire that is going to affect your entire house. And here's the deal. If you are alone and you are in your house and you are the only one who has to pay, that's fine. But very likely you are not alone. And very likely it's not only your house. And very likely you live in an apartment. And this is why, condominiums will be, oh my God, you have no idea. If you live in a condominium, you know there will be people that will snitch on you. There will be people that will not snitch on you. There will be people that will follow the rules about not storing gasoline, and there will be people that will be storing gasoline, and you have no idea how bad it is when you go to stage 2. If you get to stage 2, oh my God, if you complain about station 1, you have no idea what it's like to be in station 2. After you go to station 2, you are not going back to station 1. You are not going back to station 1. It's like you're a teen, and then you're like, yeah, I want to be a kid again. No, you're not. You're already a teen. I'm sorry. Next step is either you're an adult or you stay a teen. And if you stay a teen, it will be only through artificial things, because now you're going to go to stage 3. Once you are reaching stage 3, oh my God, that one was, oh crap. By the way, there are 4 stages, and in my country, in the worst of the worst situations, we only go to stage 3. We never reached stage 4. If we ever did agree to stage 4 or 5, because this one is going to have 5 stages, yeah. At that time, I swear, I'm hoping that Toyota will have already, made it to the big market and everything, and we don't have to depend upon fuel or something for the cars, at least for the cars. Because, you see, transportation, it's a mafia thing, and they might be able to cope with that and everything else, and that's like an entire thing. But people, like regular people, public, oh no, no, I'm betting on Toyota. I swear, if I was like an investor or something, oh no, all my money and everything, I'm putting it into Toyota. It's like a hope thing. If Toyota doesn't make it, then oh my God, oh crap. I don't even want to think about it, because if the entire planet goes to stage 3 like we were, yeah, it's going to be, I'm not going to say it's game over, because the game will continue, but I'm going to say something like, oh yeah, you need a pause. You are definitely going to need like a change of character or something, because oh crap, it's bad. So no. So, having said that, I was one of the idiots that I was already, saying to people that we need more protection. And in fact, during this stage, you will find a lot of social media groups that will be related to particular communities. And in that community, there will be special groups. So, for example, let's say that you live in, a city, in Miami, in Miami, Florida. So, the Miamians, I don't know if that's the right word, but the people from Miami will create groups like Telegram groups or WhatsApp groups or whatever groups, and they will be kind of like, where can I find the gasoline and stuff like that, and people will be kind of like Yeah, but this is a community group. We don't, not all of us have cars. So they will create special groups. It will be kind of like you having two groups, one for the community and one for the community, but only few. And that one will also, you will find people asking all the time in that group for things like a towing company, because you need to move your car because you ran out of gas and now you need a tow company. If you don't have that, you are kind of, going to be bad. You will also need a lot of Ubers and taxi phone numbers and stuff like that, because you will be stuck, you're going to be, stranded in the middle of nowhere. And you might need to separate yourself from your group, because if you're traveling with kids and everything, the kids need to go another place, or you might need to call your sister so that she can come and pick you up while you take care of your car. And it's going to be bad, because this will mean also a lot of cash, because you will need cash. Is that bad? So it's going to cost you money, and it's going to cost you relationships, because a lot of people will be fighting, and people will be kind of like, this doesn't happen in California, so we should move to California, because in California this does not happen, and now I'm freaking out because I'm traveling with kids and this can happen again, and what happens if next time, this happens, and I can't deal with it, whatever, and it's going to be bad, because you will want to leave, and you will want to stay, and you will think about making changes and stuff like that, and people will start thinking about that, and once that starts happening, you are going to be stressed out about it, which is why I told you this is a stage 2. Stage 2 will be, stage 1 is like, okay, there is a problem, the fuel is up, and there are lines. Yeah, that's stage 1. Not bad. Stay there. If you go to stage 2, meaning, okay, the problem not fixed. How long? 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight, meaning you will see the first people that will have to stay in front of the gas station, sleeping there for more than 10 days. I'm not joking. That will be stage 2. Once you have the first person that does something like that, then you will have a massive panic with everybody. And at this point, I can tell you that if you are going to stay in the line for 10 days, you are not letting whoever is in front of you fill up anything other than the gas tank in the car. If the person in front of you is, pouring gasoline into a gas container or whatever it is, you are probably going to beat them, because you just spent 10 days, and because they are filling up tanks or water tanks or whatever it is, because there will be people that will be filling water tanks with gasoline, by the way, and it's going to be insane. Then you go, oh, no, that gasoline is mine, but I'm paying for it. No, that's mine. And at this point, you will have even more rationing. Oh, and by the way, at this point, you will have to know about bribing. There will be tear gas, police involvement, and you will have people that will be begging for more rationing, and so the rationing will not be made, by the amount of the fuel, but it will be made a lot of other rules, and it will be insane, and this one is bad. If you get to stage 2, it's bad. You are not going back, because now every single time that you go to the gas station, you are going to be storing gasoline. And since you do not know when is the next time that gasoline will disappear, it's kind of like you have a relationship in which this person became a liar, and now you don't know when they're going to lie again. It's kind of like, I trust you, you're here, but I don't know if you're going to leave. So are you going to leave? Are you going to stay? Are you going to what? And then it's unstable. Once that relationship is unstable in your head, you are storing gasoline, and people will be storing gasoline everywhere, and they will not care, and then they won't even remember. If the gasoline starts being normal again, then people will still have stored gasoline, and they won't even remember where they put it. because that has actually happened also. There are people that are like, oh, I had gasoline in there. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. So you are not going back. You still are going to have people that will put gasoline everywhere. And now it's worse because it's like you don't know where people put anything. Oh, and gasoline ignites by gas. It does not ignite by liquid. And this also means that if there are too many electrons in their environment, then boom. If there is a spark, boom. If somebody smokes, boom. It's bad. After you go to stage 2, we went from it was insane, the amount of fires of booming and the, oh crap, is really bad. You have no idea how bad it is until you go through it. So anyway, the idiots and the non-idiots will fight, which means that the government will take a side. And I do not need to tell you that governments, when they showed up, it's not like your mom who tends to be kind of unfair but is kind of okay. No, this one is kind of like, I'm your mom and I love you, but yeah, but we are doing it my way. So I'm spending everything on me, because if I'm pretty, then everything looks fine for everybody. Kind of like that, and it is bad. So, so once the government starts making regulations, the regulations are going to probably stay, and they're probably going to, even set up a top price for the gasoline. They're going to say something like, okay, we're not going to pay more than $10 per gallon or per liter or whatever. And then when they start setting up the prices and the amount and everything, then the black market will appear, and black market means more bribing, trading, and everything else. Now, in the Telegram group, I'm talking about that. Well, how to deal with the trading and with the black market and everything else, because that one is like an entire new topic. And it's not as easy, because it's a skill, and it's a dark skill, and like I said, not for everybody. And at the same time, not done like you will do normal trading. And anyway, so the third part of this video is about the containers, as in the colors, the size, and everything. So if you're in stage 1 and you have containers, for gasoline, that's fine. That's cool. You will need them, you will like them, they will be fine, they will be cool, they will be kind of like you being, the prepared guy, the Boy Scout kind of guy or girl, and it will be cool to be everything. Yeah, except for the colors, the size, and everything, which in stage 2, if you are the Boy Scout, yeah, you're out. You're out, period. Because like I told you, it's a dark skill, and it's a dark everything. Boy Scouts, no place whatsoever. So what happens is that if you have a container which is red, by the way, I've mentioned that in the comment section for one of the people that asked something. If you have, like I said, 200 people in the line, and the cars are supposed to be 200. So 201 knows that he's not going to make it. They have to wait until the next fuel shipment arrives. So they're fine. However, they are the first one in line, and they know. But if they are not going to be the first one, but rather, it's going to be way more, because in the front line, there are people that are filling up containers, and you can tell immediately that there are people that are filling containers because they are red. Ooh, like I said, especially the ones that are there in the last. 190 to the 200. If they notice this, they are going to go right straight up to you, and you're going to have fights, and the police will show up. And if the police will show up, you just burned the bridge that you had. Because if you were able to get these because your husband or whoever it was there helping you out, that person lost his or her job. And that means the bridge is burned. And even if they didn't lose the job, they certainly got, now are going to be, with videos in social media, and it's going to be bad, and nobody will trust them anymore. So basically, you just burned your bridge to getting someone to help you in the inside, because you had a red container. That's why you don't use anything flashy. Even in the making line videos, I told you, if you are going to make a line for food, and you were supposed to be there from the day before, but at 7 in the morning when they show up with the tickets, you look like you can go to a party because you are in high heels and you look pretty and you look like you are makeup and everything. Yeah, you didn't spend the night there. That means that you should not get a ticket. That means that you bribed someone. And that means that you are the target for everybody else in that thing, and they will probably beat you if they can. And what they are going to do is that they are going to call the manager, and they're going to make videos of you, and you are going to be and whoever helps you is going to be burned. Because you were stupid, because you were flashy. Never, ever, under any circumstances, become flashy. If you are flashy at all, then avoid these making line things and everything else. Avoid it at all cost, because you're going to burn bridges. And if you burn them, no way of coming back. And actually, you're going to be making a lot of enemies everywhere. Because if I am in the number 190, into that first line, and I do not get fuel because there is someone in the front who is clearly putting gasoline into red containers in front of everybody else, the police will show up. And if the police will show up, they can even say something like, the fuel is empty and now we are making tear gas and everything, and you need to go to another station, I don't know how, and it's going to be messy. Containers, stupid thing, but containers are so key into this topic. The containers, the line, and the bribing is going to be bad. It's going to be one of those things that you go, what? Yeah. So stage 1, you're fine. Like I said, people will be pouring things into plastic bags and nobody will care. Stage 2, yeah, try making something into something flashy or dangerous. Yeah, you're going to be probably beaten, ridiculed. You are going to go to jail. You're going to I don't know, whatever it is, because a lot of people will do whatever it takes to take you down because of the freaking container. So don't. And number, fuel for you. Next one, fuel for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. You are storing it for you, right? You're right? Are you sure? Right. Then I'm guessing that there is probably 40 of you? So all of a sudden you got a super mutant power and now you're 40, and that's why you are storing, just for you, right? Because you are going to have to multiply that fuel by about 40 if you're going to take care of only you. And you're like, what? Yeah, because let's see. Do you need to go to the hospital? Yeah. Then are you going to take a test with the machine or something, like an X-ray or something? Yeah. Did you know that the technician that repairs that machine or is going to do something in that machine, it needs you? Yeah, that's why you will need the fuel. So anyway, I'll have to go. I'll see you again soon.